We have some patient cases to illustrate the topic we're discussing today. We'll begin with Steve and Doug, two friends from Charlotte, North Carolina, who went to Frank Vitale for help to quit smoking. They told us how they also got help from each other.
My name is Steve Burnham, and I quit smoking June 4th, about 7:30 p.m., 2007. I started smoking when I was 15, and it might be one cigarette a week, one cigarette every other day, but slowly it started creeping into my life more and more and more. My dad was an airline pilot, so I had always been around aviation. As I got older, especially with the airlines, I'd take a carton of cigarettes with me on a 4-day trip, just because I didn't want to run out. I couldn't run out. I started with a major airline and was with them for like 18 years. I ended up leaving and got very lucky flying with the NASCAR team. I met Doug a little over 3 years ago. We were hired at the same NASCAR team. We hit it off pretty well. Doug was primarily my smoking buddy.
Good technique, man. Steve smoked a lot more than I did. I guess I was like the smoker in training compared to Steve. He was like the old pro. I was a closet smoker for the longest time. Nobody knew that I smoked. There's gonna be people who are probably gonna see this and realize, Doug smoked? I hid it from so many people. So Dad, Grandma, I smoked, I'm sorry. We would fly, let's say, from point A to point B, and we'd have to stop and get paperwork. I would, get my paperwork, stand up beside operations and have a cigarette, drink a cup of coffee, look at stuff, put a cigarette out, get back on the plane and go again. While Steve and I were together, that was our routine. And as we're doing this, we're going, we got to stop doing this. This is going to kill us. It was very attention-getting, very attention-getting.
You were getting up to the point where you're getting ready to grab
The buddy system with quitting was invaluable. Having a partner to call up and get strength from was the best thing I could ever say. If you're going to quit, get a partner.
When those little voices were telling me for a year to quit smoking, I ignored them, until I really started getting unhealthy. Cough, bloody noses, even my hearing, ringing in the ears. So I decided, all right, it was time to quit smoking. Well, the folks I work with are gracious enough to provide smoking cessation counselors. They provide quit smoking products, and I got in touch with a counselor.
Thank you.
I had called Frank. He kind of interviewed me over the telephone saying, well, how much do you smoke a day? He was going to decide what level I was at, and he decided I had it bad. So he sent me a whole pamphlet on how to quit smoking. Primarily, set a date, have people around you that are going to support you. And I told him I'm a very weak person. I've been smoking for 30 years. I want to do this, but it's going to be tough on me. He helped me primarily to get ready to quit smoking. He had provided me with the nicotine therapy, the products, the patches, the gums, the mints, the lozenges.
Frank made a big difference, giving us these positive habit patterns and how to disassociate things that you have been doing. That first month was, wow, really got my attention. The cravings, I would do everything I could trying to get rid of them, but there were sometimes it was almost overwhelming. Nicotine therapy with the patches really helped me out a bunch. Then it started getting better, and again, Steve was there, and we would call each other. The whole time was keeping each other accountable. If you have a cigarette, you better be ready for me to come over there and just beat you down, because we were quitting together. There is no out.
It's been 10 months. I have not had a cold. I have not had a cough.
What does a pirate say? Does he go? Wade and Will, they're just the pride of my life. Everything is for them. I quit smoking as my little boys. I want to be a dad to them. I want to watch them grow up. Too many people, I'm sorry, I get teary-eyed. I'm trying to think about this. I think smoking can lead to cancer. Cancer takes too many people away too early. And they don't get to see the kids grow up or the grandkids.
Normally come October, November, December, I get a lung infection that's almost crippling. I mean, I cannot breathe. I've not been sick a day. I can smell again to the point where I have gained another sense. I feel like $1 million.